This is it. This is Hollywood. Isn't it disappointing? You know, all the action's happening in New York right now, where the Stormy Daniels roast of Donald Trump's penis continues for another day. Once again, Trump's lawyers asked for a mistrial today. Once again, the judge said no. Trump fell asleep again today, multiple times. Look at this. Trump is now had his eyes closed for several minutes with his chin jutting out. He fell asleep while Stormy Daniels testified about sleeping with him. Team Trump spent much of the day trying to paint Daniels as a sleazy, money-grubbing liar, which, if that is true, you can see why they hit it off. And I tell you, it's quite a day to be a stenographer. These are actual phrases that were used in court today. Human toilet, orange turd, and make America horny again. And print those out and hang them on the Smithsonian wall. There are no video cameras allowed in the court, and today the judge put the kibosh on photography, too, so we have to rely on the sketch artist, who's done a very good job. I mean, first of all, she whipped this out. You can put a bikini on the laptop, and I also want to commend her for drawing two people, including a picture of those two people. You should get paid twice for that, right? Trump's lawyers are still going with this he didn't have sex with her fairy tale. This is a guy who's been sued hundreds of times for not paying plumbers, for stiffing dishwashers, waiters, painters, bartenders, even his own lawyers. We're supposed to believe he handed a $130,000 check to a porn star for no reason. It's funny that while Trump's lawyers are throwing their backs out trying to convince the jury that Stormy made this whole sex thing up, Ted Cruz is on Fox defending Trump by saying the opposite.
There is no person on planet Earth that believes Donald Trump has been celibate all his life. That is not news.
Thanks, Ted. That's going to make Mother's Day with Melania a lot of fun this year. You know, earlier this week, the judge warned Trump that if he violates the gag order again, which would be the 11th violation, he could get jail time. And while in some ways I think Trump would like to go to jail and become the farter martyr, nobody wants to go to jail because it's jail. He'd be held in a standard 9x13 cell, 117 square feet, which Trump describes as 5,000 square feet with a balcony. And New York Mayor Eric Adams said Rikers Island is ready for Trump now if he is imprisoned for contempt, what does that mean? The ketchup bottles are bolted to the tables? What do they mean by the island is ready? It's like they're preparing to imprison King Kong or something. Trump might actually feel at home in Rikers. Their prison jumpsuits are white with reddish-orange stripes, not unlike his favorite restaurateur. He'll be making toilet McFlurries in no time. The election's now 179 days away, and President Biden told CNN he does not believe Trump will accept the results of that election. Where would he get an idea like that? And it's not just Biden saying this. The Washington Post ran a big story about the fact that many top Republicans are refusing to commit to accepting the results of the election, which raises the question, why have an election if you're not going to accept the results? What's the point? Imagine playing 9 innings of baseball where the team said, you know what, if you win, we're not accepting the score. Would you even pick up a bat? But instead, the Republicans are openly saying, heads we win, tails we want to storm the Capitol again. Republicans and Democrats aren't the only ones at each other's throats right now. I don't know, have you been following the ongoing saga of Drake and Kendrick Lamar? Well, I mean, first it was Hall & Oates, and now we have this. Drake and Kendrick have been going back and forth, releasing songs about each other. It's by far the biggest story in music, and I have to say, I'm not entirely sure about what they're fighting about, but I really want to know, because I like fights. So, fortunately, we have an expert on our staff who can help us understand it, and I'd like you to please welcome our in-house hip-hop historian, Gary Greenberg, everybody. Gary. Hi, Gary. Hi. Now,
So I thought I would explain everything in the form of a rap. Band, give me a beat.
Oh, no.
My name is Gary. Hope you like my flow. Been rapping since 1984.
Don't give him a beat. Thank you. The band can't give you a beat, Gary.
You don't want the rap?
No, I don't want the rap. I think it might be bad for both of us, and please take that hat off.
You don't? Okay.
Yes.
I guess I'll do the PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah, do a PowerPoint presentation.
Okay.
It'll be better. All right, here we go.
Kendrick versus Drake. Where's the beef? 2012, Kendrick and Drake are besties. Drake even took Kendrick on tour with him. But in 2013, everything changed. Kendrick featured on Control, a diss track where he called out many of the biggest names in rap, including Drake. Now, diss means diss as in disrespectful.
Yeah, no.
And track.
Everybody knows it. We know diss.
You know track
yeah.
too?
Yeah, track, yeah.
Okay. So then Kendrick rapped, one at a time, I line them up and bomb on they mom.
Kendrick was gonna bomb on Drake's mom?
He certainly was. And Drake is Canadian, so he doesn't know about that kind of talk.
Yeah.
So he went from this to this.
Uh-huh.
And that is called the meme. M-E-M-E.
Wait.
Now, according to Wikipedia...
Yeah, we know meme also. You don't have to do meme, yeah.
All right.
All right.
Drizzy, well, that's Drake's nickname. He fired back with the language where he rapped, I don't know why they've been lying, but your is not all that inspiring, which was mean-spirited.
Yes.
And, you know, things were kind of quiet for a while until 2016 when then President Obama was asked who would win a rap battle, and he said Kendrick. So then Drake rapped, tell Obama that my verses are like the whips he in, they bulletproof.
Well, what does that mean, whips?
Whips is like cars.
Oh.
Cars.
Like ghost riding the whip.
Yeah. And
Okay.
bulletproof is like when bullets can't go through.
Yeah, right.
Okay. So then...
All right.
So then a few months ago, right, it ramped up big time. Champagne Poppy rapped, how the F you big steppin' with a size 7 men's on, meaning that Kendrick has itty-bitty tiny baby feet.
And Champagne Poppy is Drake.
Duh, right? And then Kendrick responded with this bomb. He said, I be at New Ho King eating fried rice with a dip sauce and a blammy crody.
Okay, well, what does that one mean?
I have no idea. Then things got crazy, because like Drake rapped that Kendrick's an abuser and one of his kids isn't his. Kendrick released 2 tracks back-to-back saying that Drake has a secret daughter and is a pedophile who uses Ozempic.
Oh, wow.
Drake released another track denying everything. And then on Tuesday, a security guy got shot right outside of Drake's house. But for the past 2 days, it's been like kind of quiet.
I have to say, though, I mean, I follow some of it, but it's still, the whole thing seems very confusing.
It is, but let me explain it in a way that I think you'd understand. Okay. Basically, Drake is Kendrick's Matt Damon.
Oh, he hates him because he's terrible?
Word! Word up, mother...
All right. All right, well, thank you. That's very helpful. I appreciate that. Thank you, Gary.
Thank you.
Gary Greenberg, everybody.
Now for my next presentation. Oy, yay, Kanye versus the Jews. Then hit it.
No, not tonight. Please don't hit it.
Being Jewish ain't that easy, especially when you're dealing with Yeezy. He's hitting the Jews while making shoes. Hippin' it, hippin' it.
Did you know Gary was Jewish?
Yeah,
You did, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Sunday's Mother's Day. Did you get your wife anything for Mother's Day?
Yeah, flowers, money, and chocolate.
Money?
Yeah.
What is she, a prostitute?
No, money, so she can buy whatever she wants.
I see. And what about your mom?
Flowers and money.
Flowers and money?
Yeah.
What about your grandmother?
The same thing,
Flowers and money, all right.
Yeah.
And her grandma?
Oh, not because she's dead.
She's dead, just flowers?
Yeah,
Well, we have a relatively new tradition for Mother's Day. We ask celebrities to share some of the texts they get from their mothers. And this year, once again, Mom did not disappoint.
So my parents come and visit me in LA. They stay with me for a few days, but eventually they get an Airbnb. This was the day they transitioned out of my house into the Airbnb. Would you do me a favor? I moved so quickly in and out of your house, I meant to get a handful of hangers. Would you put about 5 or 6 hangers out on the porch, and when Dad and I go food shopping later, I will pick them up. Or just put them on one of the chairs outside so they're not sitting in dirt. Thanks. I send a picture of those hangers put on a table, showing her they're not in dirt. She says, sorry to bother you, honey. I just found a whole bunch of hangers in the closet, so you can put those hangers back in the house. So she had the hangers at the Airbnb, and then I put my hangers back in my house. I don't know if this is interesting, but this is what we talk about.
So my mom lives in Mexico, and the highways can be dangerous, and here's why. She texted me at 9:22 a.m., dead black cow on highway this morning, sad face. And I responded, no. We lost a lot of good milk that day.
Okay, so I found an article online and it was kind of mean. It was about me. So I texted my mom and her response was, F her, big deal. I drove to her house and now I'm waiting outside. Thanks, Mom. That's why you don't F with my mom.
Got a cold out of nowhere and a thunderstorm, so no swimming today. Hoping it's allergies. Your mother loves you. Yeah, no swimming in thunderstorms, Mom. Happy Mother's Day.
Be careful on The View. It's a very politically motivated show. Maybe wear your hair up. Gives us height and slims our faces. Think about it. The outfit you wore on New Year's Eve was stunning. Mama's suggestions. Love you. Didn't ask her for any of those.
Brett, I've just started watching a documentary called Mums Make Porn. These mums seem so wonderful, and I've only watched 20 minutes, and I have so little knowledge of this porn. I never watch it. I don't seek it out. I did see Deep Throat way back in 1970-something. I hated it, and I'm still uncomfortable with it, and I realise now why. I love sex, and I love sex with someone who loves me. This being paid to do things to men being aggressive, it makes me feel sick. There's something so out of my control about it. So out of my comfort zone. Anyway, just checking in. Happy Sunday.
Thank you, Mrs. Goldstein.